Hello, everybody. Melesa Johnson. I am a special advisor to Mayor Quentin Lucas in his office.
Okay.
Yes.
I've heard a lot of comments today about those.
Yes.
Can you explain how these work and what's in them?
Absolutely. First and foremost, I do want to be clear that this is not an effort to defund the police department. We value our officers and the services that they provide to this city. But what this does is it reroutes the money back to the police department with certain parameters on how that money can be spent in the most effective way. We know from these past 5 years, we had a constant uptick of crime. We've been writing blank checks to the police department. We increased their funding by $8 million last year. We gave them $3 million more this year for a police academy class. All we want to be sure is that City Council has some say in how that money is deployed, since we are the only city in the entire state of Missouri that does not have local control of its police department. This is the only mechanism that we have to have some sort of say on how that money is spent. For example, increased prevention services. And now, I was a PAL kid. I participated in there, so I appreciate the prevention efforts on behalf of the department. But did you know that the average annual income for a shooting victim or defendant is $12,000 a year? How is the police department addressing that? That is true prevention. That is how we eradicate crime, by getting at those root causes. And that is all we want to see more of. The money is going back to the police department. It's clear. It's in black and white in the ordinance, the second one. And we just really wanted to come to this evening to dispel some of the mistruths that have been circulating around.
Thank you. Now, I know one of the second ordinance authorizes the city manager to enter into a contract with the BOPC, correct?
Yes.
Can you explain to me how that process will work, how that reallocation agreement will work?
Like any other negotiation, both parties will come to the table with their ideas. The police department has their ideas. Like I previously mentioned, Powell and Dare, the city manager probably has a little bit more innovative ideas on how we can use that money within the realm of policing, but it will remain in the realm of policing. We love our officers. We trust our officers. We just want to have some sort of say, like every other city in the state of Missouri, and how our taxpayer dollars are being spent to make the city safer.
There were a lot of comments tonight with concerns about whether or not the way this happened was legal and possible lawsuits.
Absolutely.
KC obviously passed a resolution in that vein. Can you speak to that at all? Are you able to comment on it?
Absolutely. We think our moves were completely above board. The city charter does provide for same-day adoption. It's in the charter, black and white. Similar to how Amy Coleman Barrett, I don't think should be a Supreme Court justice. I think Mitch McConnell ushered her confirmation through way too fast. But guess what? He had the votes. The mayor and the 8 co-sponsors had the votes. So they ushered the ordinance through. Same-day adoption is nothing new in Kansas City. It has been used over and over, time and time again. Unfortunately, I think because people are not pleased with the outcome, that now they're trying to challenge the legality. But if we want to talk about legality, I think it was Representative Boucher that talked about taxation without representation. What is mandating that Kansas City has to spend 20% of its general fund, but it can't have local control of its police department? That's taxation without representation. And so if they want to start a legal battle, we're prepared to defend our constitutional rights as well.
And I know that the mayor has presented this as a move for local control. Are there other moves that he's hoping to make, other efforts to ensure local control, or is this the main one?
I cannot speak for the mayor, but I think that this is a move within the realm of what he could do to try to get some type of oversight with regards to this money. And so that's all I can really say on that point right now. Yes.
Thanks very much. I also know that accountability has been a big thing that's been discussed with these ordinances. What, if you're able to speak to it, what is the mayor's plan to ensure accountability for the police department going forward through these pieces of legislation?
For example, I would hope that this term makes it into the contract, but of course I cannot say with certainty. But what about having a different council person, not just council people from the Northland that we know are pro-police? How about having a different council person rotating, doing the city council update at the Board of Police Commissioners meeting every month? Because other council people that are not from the Northland will ask critical questions about why isn't crime getting better, even though we give you more money every single year. People aren't asking those kind of questions at the Board of Police Commissioners meeting. The mayor tries, but he's one of 5. And so maybe let's get some new blood in the room. Let's get some new characters in the room that really ask critical questions about how we are spending our money and what we're doing to keep Kansas City safe.
Anything else you want to say that I didn't ask about?
Nope, I am good. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.